We are live. Welcome back. How's it going, Andrew?
Good afternoon. Yes, I'm a lot more awake this morning than I was this morning. So yeah, welcome back.
It's nice to be back. This was like a spur of the moment thing, a very last minute sort of thing. I thought, let's catch the like strike while the iron is hot. So I wanted to have a quick look at a few things. Did you want to give us a quick update on the gold situation?
Yeah. So we covered that loss. Potentially looking at a long position now. So we were $1,400 down the day, but we're just 200 at the moment. So potentially looking at going long on gold and getting us into a nice profit for the morning.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, that was a great play. I can pull it up here if you don't mind. It did end up moving in your favor, and it moved quite nicely, actually. Let's clear that up a little bit. Here we go. So you were looking at it in the morning session here, sort of around 6 o'clock, and got a really nice move, actually. So
yet again we got in too soon, but we got the recovery. So maybe tomorrow morning we might just sit the first trade out until it tests that Asian high or low.
Yeah. I mean, it played out beautifully into the sort of the London session. The beginning of the London session was quite smooth. I think that was a great run lower. But, yeah, great.
Yeah, happy with that. So I'll let you carry on, and I'll listen and learn.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. So just had a few thoughts for today. So I did catch a little piece of the gold move as well. Thanks to Andrew for that. But really quickly, we just had markets open. So this is the overnight session for the S&P, and we kind of stayed in this Asian range. We got a breakout here. And once we moved out, we've moved quite higher. Just a reminder to everyone that today is, in fact, Columbus Day. So we'll have all bond traders, or all bonds will be closed today. All bond markets closed for Columbus Day observations. Later on today, we also have Fed Governor Christopher Waller, who's going to be speaking. Doesn't necessarily mean that the markets will move all that much, but it's good to have on the radar. And then the rest of the week, we did touch on this earlier, Andrew, at 6:30. But I think the big headline announcements are going to be on Thursday morning. So just kind of sitting tight until that and waiting for those to unfold.
Yeah,
for that. Yep.
Sorry, just for myself, we talking about fibs earlier. So where would you put a fib on our chart? Where would you start it? And like what percentage of the fib would be sitting at the previous close?
Okay, so that's a great question. I would use, so this is the actual S&P chart. So if I was looking to do a fib, the last few times that we did observe the price action on the S&P, we did get a move from the day low, from the low of the day. So that's just started. So it's not really much data, not much that we can go off at the moment. If we wanted to look at the second most significant low, I would probably say there's two choices. You could either do Friday's low in the afternoon. So this was kind of like the support during the afternoon session on Friday, or the low on Friday at the open. Those would be the two major fib levels that I would do. And it's just as simple as something like that. Looking for pullbacks. We are at an all-time high at the moment with the S&P. So it's very tricky to really navigate this, opening up in an all-time high and getting some green candles. So it's very difficult doing Fibonacci's at all-time highs. But definitely the momentum is moving higher here, Andrew. As you can see, we closed the last previous trading day, we closed down here at 58.15, and we've opened up, gapped up above that 58.35. So interested to see how we play out today, particularly with the bond markets closed. Tends to be less volume, less liquidity. So we may see some crazy activity today, and then maybe we resume back down here later on tomorrow after bond traders get back to their desks.
Yes, you're looking at trading the S&P today or just the gold?
Yes, I'm looking at S&P today. I'm kind of wishing that I was trading. Like I would kind of take a trade around here after the first 5 minutes, and I would trade with the momentum. So I would be looking to kind of get in. If the prices continue to go higher, I would be looking to get in on a dip. So that's my thinking here. In terms of targets, very difficult looking at targets from a all-time high, but there is a Fibonacci level kind of hanging up around 58.66. So that's another 30 pips or so, 30 points or so above where we are. The pre-market high was here, but it's extremely difficult finding targets when you're at an all-time high level. If we zoom out, yeah.
So when you're going pre-market high, is that the previous New York session? Or you're talking the Asian session? Or?
That's right. So it'll be the Asian session. So if we go back to the Asian session, this would have been the Asian session high before markets opened. We just blew through that at the open. Looks like we want to continue higher. So yeah, Asian session high is this pre-market high, and maybe that could be support a little bit later on. But it's very difficult to tell, especially with Columbus Day and the fact that we are at all-time highs at the moment.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, in trading this, I would come in here. I would do a usually what I'll do is I'll look at the first minute, and I'll do sort of like a very simple opening range breakout, which we've gotten already. So on the 1 minute chart, this would be the opening minute, and we're above it. We got a breakout above it. I would look for something like maybe a pullback into this opening range, and then another breakout this way, something like that. Now, I also use the 5 minute opening range, which we've just gotten. So I use the 1 minute, and I also use the 5 minute opening range. So if we do the 5 minute opening range, looks something like this.
Yeah, we can see us breaking above nicely as well.
Yeah. Now PAX uses the 30-second opening range, which is going to be within the 1 minute, obviously. But you can see the strength. The strength is definitely clear. Targets, like I was saying, I would have targets as long as we can kind of stay above this opening range. Targets would be around 58.66. So yeah, that's a really nice run. Yeah.
Hopefully we can review that in the morning.
Yeah, we can definitely have a look. I wanted to cover a few other small things. One was let's go Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, really, really quickly, it broke out of the over the weekend range. So this was from Friday. We got a breakout this morning, and we've moved a bit higher. If we zoom out with Bitcoin, I do think there is some potential here to start something. We had the all previous high was 69K. And then the all-time high that we have been respecting is just below 74K. So, I mean, one day doesn't really give us much information, but definitely keeping this on the watch list. And we could see a run as S&P moves to all-time highs. We could see Bitcoin trying to play catch up here. And maybe surprising a few shorts, a few bearish people with a nice move higher.
Yeah, no, that's great, and I know some of the crypto watchers will be very interested in what Bitcoin's going to do. Normally leads away normally leads away for some of the alts as well. So yeah, it would be good to keep an eye on.
Yeah, we can look at this one as well, maybe later on in the week, and see what happens there. And then one last one was oil. I know a lot of people were, a lot of people don't trade oil or don't look at oil much, but I do think that just going back to its all-time high above 125, it's something to watch. Definitely something to watch here. There are different ways to play oil. You can go with the ETFs. You can go with some of the companies in the oil space, but I think some sort of towards the end of this year, whether you like it or not, I think oil could surprise a lot of people. So right now it's just around $73 for the WTI, and this is something that I'm also watching very closely.
Yeah, no, it'd be good to track the progress on both, especially Bitcoin. I haven't been into crypto for quite a while now, so yeah, it'd be good to keep an eye.
Yeah. Last one before we finish is China. So if we zoom out, China has also been unloved, very, very unloved. So this is a Chinese bull ETF, and it's just under $40 at the moment, and it's something that I really like. I like buying low and selling high. There was some news over the weekend about China helping to boost some stimulus. There's been some calls for China to finally get up off the mat. And this is one that I think could have a very big risk to reward potential, Andrew. So we talk a lot about risk to reward ratios and things like that. I think if we do see a move out of China, then I think it's definitely worth putting a few shekels in.
Yeah, I'll follow your guidance on that. But yeah, I'll be interested, and definitely be asking you. Yeah.
Yeah, I will definitely provide some more information about it. But just in terms of where it's been and kind of how it's been flatlined, and then getting some really positive news. I think it was 2 weeks ago. We got if you zoom in, we got a little bit of a lift after that news, and then this weekend as well, we've gotten some news. So not the nicest of charts. We got an initial sort of reaction and then a pullback. This could be the start of something big, Andrew. So I'll just keep my eye on it, and we can look back in a few weeks.
Yeah, no, that's looking good. It's looking great. And is that your alerts popping off or mine?
That's probably yours. That's more than likely yours, I think. So I
can just hear something in my ears ringing.
That's probably you. I'm gonna jump on. I'm probably gonna jump on. It looks like S&P starting to. Looks like it's moving sideways a little bit here. So maybe an opportunity coming up on S&P.
Yeah,
so,
we got a nice move on gold as well. So yeah, I'll be watching that. Excellent. Okay, no, that's great. There's a good insight in what you're doing, why you're doing it, some good chart markups as well for myself and some of the watchers. So yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, and absolutely.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, Andrew. Thanks again for everything. Just a reminder to everybody to just feel free to contact us. We are accessible, ready to help. Anything you need, just reach out to us, and we're happy to help. Thanks, everybody, and hopefully you enjoyed this new format, the pre-market show. Still working on all the fine tuning and the structure of the show, but definitely something that we want to bring more of as we get towards the end of 2024. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day, a great week. Here's to a healthy and wealthy week. Take care, everybody.